Let's get into this game here, guys. This is TASHII versus DSNF, the third, fourth place match. This is a best of three, and our first chance to look at both these teams today. So TASHII is bringing a gearing with unique upgrade. So it's your typical COTS built gearing. They've got a Gdansk with utility, Shimakaze with pretty much every torp you can bring, with Yamamoto as well. Brisbane, Petro, here we go, unique upgrade, plus radar, plus... Interesting to see the DCP slot in one. I would think you'd want to keep the guns alive instead. But anyway, a Marsili with Abanyu, but he's choosing not to take Abanyu. Side note, if you're going to take Marsili and you're not going to take Survivability Expert, which is a buffed skill, then take the other French commander, which has a buffed Adrenaline Rush right here. That would be Honore. We've got a Colombo with a unique upgrade and Sansonetti, and a main with probably Halsey and Quick Scope with the turret rotation. Yep, that's Halsey's pennant up there. Puddin', tell us about the south.
Well, to the south we have a Smallland, a Pasta Boat, that is a Super Pasta Boat, a Ledgemod Moskva. Let's see, Pasta Boat is not. They're going to Apples. Apparently they care about their health. Well, the rest of the team that really doesn't and just throws caution to the wind. We have a Bungo, kind of going to be behind Bacon. We have a Cerberus, so we know what side of hell he's going to be guarding. We have a Colombo, a Petro, Gdansk, and Gdansk going to Chocolate.
Early vision on this Petro. This Petro being caught sideways, not a good thing.
Well, it could have been way worse if people actually connected all their shells.
It could be. Let's take a look at this Colombo shooting at the bow in Petro. Some of those do connect.
Bow and Petro. It sounds like a very strong position for the Petro to be in.
Yeah, exactly. The only problem with taking a Petro on this, instead of, say, like a Moskva, is you have less, because of the unique upgrade, you have fewer radars. There's only 3 radars now, and, you lose one of each consumable even, so you lose a heal and you lose a hydro as well. So you're forced to, a lot of players who take this have to take Superintendent as a result. And that unique upgrade is so that you have, you do more damage with your AP, essentially.
Well, one day the Colombo will get a fire on the Petro, possibly.
Possibly.
I mean,
there are some connections.
Yeah, I mean, but you gain with the Petro over the Moskva is stealth.
Yep.
Right, like Moskva can do fairly well surviving, but once you start adding, the 12th ship into it, it's too much. Gdansk is going to back up into the Petro radar that is about to go down, so interesting.
Yep, they will see Cloak and Dagger. That's going to push him away for just a moment while the radar stops. Ironically, Cloak and Dagger is going to stop again, and possibly take a torpedo here because of this. Yep, he takes 1 torpedo amidships because of that play. The irony is if he wasn't radared, he would have kept reversing and very well might have found that nice gap in between the torpedo racks. But didn't happen.
Well, Team Bravo, we're finally picking up our first cap of the day at A, and let me tell you about the excitement coming on over here. Get a sleeping bag, because there's not much.
Clansman 19 just took a torpedo, lost about half of his health in his Gdansk as well. Actually, I think that might have been a main shot. It's hard to tell. We don't have the damage viewer available. Oof. Der Schlitzer is extremely low now in that Petro position. Han Li Uwu continuing to farm him out along with the battleships. Have you played a lot of servers, Puddin'?
No.
I haven't either. I got so frustrated with the encounter grind and the
minute.
Auckland grind.
Why are you bringing a Cerberus?
Why not?
Because it's bad?
You gotta make sure that there's no subs in the game, Puddin'. And if they bring one, you gotta kill it.
Just ban it.
Oh, I forgot about that.
But I mean, like, I cannot think of, like, okay, well, it's got crawling smoke, right? Like, okay.
Correct. Mm-hmm.
Right, so what other utility does it? It has crawling smoke, guys. That's literally it.
Yep, it's got crawling smoke, and the smoke fire penalty on it is relatively small for a 203, I think they're 203 armed main battery, so an 8-inch gun. So you can get a little bit closer than you could with just about any other cruiser while being in smoke. She does also have the hydroacoustic search and a heal. I can't remember if it's a super heal or not. She does have submarine surveillance, which obviously doesn't matter in this tournament, or pretty much any tournament until they allow subs in the game, in this game mode. But other than that, I think she's a good choice for what we just saw happen here. The other choice would have been a Howden Lu, right? You put the Howden Lu on the other end and you Dutch oven something. But Cerberus is really nice because you could use that smoke and play at a longer, more comfortable range than you would with the Howden Lu. Plus, the Howden Lu burns more and can't go dark. So, can be used well.
Well, right now, we've literally watched a Cerberus chase its tail around behind B.
Mm-hmm. Yep, he's been circling.
So...
He's going into a kite away position. Look at all these ships from DSNF. They are now currently, except for the Petro, but he's kind of stuck bow in. They're set to kite away, right? All their bows are pointing away. They're waiting for TASHII to push around the island. They know it's going to happen at some point. You can see the Brisbane gearing working together. You're probably going to see the gearing pop a smoke. And, oh no, he started smoking earlier. Probably to farm out this Petro. Yep. Oof. Classical with a huge shot on the Marsilli. He was waiting for that opportunity. As unfortunately, Klansman's Gdansk takes a torpedo. He's going to take another torpedo here and die to the Gearing's torpedo. Oh, nope, he's dead. Forced to DCP that first torpedo. That second torpedo was just enough time afterwards. Gone. He goes.
If you guys are confused, so am I, and I'm in the game.
What do you mean? How are you confused?
What the hell just happened?
To what?
That poor Gearing.
It wasn't the Gearing, it was the Gdansk.
The Gdansk.
Yeah, he took 2 Gearing torpedoes. That's usually bad. He ended up on a sticky flood and then flooded out. Because his DCP was down. Brilliant dodging there by Unseen's Petropavlovsk.
I have a feeling they want to get rid of the Petros.
Mm-hmm.
And vengeance of theirs dying.
Yep. And yes, Betaflex Torpedo Brisbane is actually very popular in a competitive environment because honestly, there's 2 ways to deal with the Death Snail. One is you destroy their destroyer. 2 is you destroy the cruiser within the smoke. Brisbane's torpedoes reach farther than Minotaur torpedoes, for example. And so as a result, speccing the Brisbane for torpedoes is a popular idea for getting rid of the cruiser in smoke. And hey, you might get lucky and nail the destroyer too. Whereas if you go for guns, it's HE only. It just doesn't do enough quick enough.
Now, if we learned anything from King of the Seas, every single DD torpedo missed a target while Brisbane was torping literally everything.
Mm-hmm.
And interesting position for the small one to come up to deal with the shimmy trying to capture apples.
Meanwhile, this poor Petro, he was backing up. I was looking because I knew the main was looking for a shot, So the Petro started moving forward at the right time, still took a bit of damage up the butt.
Well, small one's regretting his life.
Yeah, down at A.
Why are you still shooting?
He knows he's dead.
Well, the Columbo screwed over the Shimmy by being in the way of his torpedoes. Why
That's
are you
actually
so
pretty funny.
spotted, Shimmy?
And dead Petro because he backed up too far. So I was just talking about how important it was he was paying attention to the main, and then he didn't and died. Now, the Gdansk was dead earlier. I always talk about this too. When we do like clan battles competitive, we would always say whoever dies first spectates the battleships. And your job is to call out who's their target and when do they fire. And unfortunately, that must not have been happening because obviously the main surprised the Petro twice, essentially. Your Invader's Bungo takes a big hit. And your Smollett is still alive, bud. Ooh! Never mind.
What was that?
I was going to say he permanently lost his rear turret, too.
Yeah, I was going to say, a torp-only Smalland at that point?
Hmm. All right,
More
well,
importantly, this is not looking good for Team Bravo.
it's not, and I'm confused as to why Team Bravo is pushing down south at this point.
Because it's just a Des Moines. Like, Des Moines been power corrupt,
Oh, okay.
right? Like, I mean, it has to have been power corrupt. It's one of the original ships, and we know the Zhao's been power corrupt. So, like, the Des Moines must have been power corrupt.
I know, they have to give Des Moines curving torpedoes. That's what they have to do. So, I guess it makes sense because if you look at, they've lost the other side too. They've lost the sea cap, so they're going to have to find another way back in. With the loss of the Smalland, and that was a close loss too. He was dark. If he didn't beach, he actually could have lived. But either way,
I mean, it's... Why not push like it's a 2v1? Right? You know where the Columbo is, so, like... the Des Moines is technically isolated for these two.
yeah, the Bungo is trying to get some shots. He unfortunately didn't connect, and obviously Pro Ace is just going to W forward and say, nah, I'm not going to give you that shot again. You got one. Congratulations. No more for you, sir.
Well, now that you said that, what he's going to do is he's going to get reversed, and he's just going to get yeeted by the Bungo.
Yeah, because that's what happens when casters call things. It's almost like the players are listening like, nah, I'm actually not going to do the thing that you're talking about. That actually happened earlier with the Petra that kept backing up into the main shells. Anyway.
And here goes the Des Moines still reversing.
Well, see, the thing is, you've got the Columbo getting the Bungo's attention, so he probably feels like it's safe to do this. I wouldn't want to.
That, and I don't think the Bungo can actually arc over those islands now.
Ooh. Shimakaze Gdansk slap? Never mind.
What was that? You got me excited.
I was excited too, for a moment. Real King Cool Cat using his heel now. I'm surprised he's doing it now. I guess he's expecting Gdansk torpedoes, but he doesn't have a lot to heal up. He is on a fire though, I suppose. Oof. Hi, Piemonte.
Well, I mean, thank God for that smoke. Oh, crap. I forgot. There was a Des Moines right there. Like,
yeah.
how are you even using your smoke?
Yeah. That's all right. He managed to traverse the gap, so that's good.
More importantly, you could have done that without using a smoke, too.
Yeah, he could have. But using a smoke forced Pro Ace to use his radar, so now his radar's down, so now Cloak and Dagger's Gdansk can get closer. You see, they have a plan, Puddin'.
Its plan sucks.
Okay. Bungo trying to get this kill on the Columbo, failing.
I was going to say you're going to lose the Columbo, or the Bungo, which now means the Columbo can smoke up and be assured detection spotted, because...
Yep. And Yeetus deletus. But the important thing is, see, now he's dark. Now he's dark. And there's no radar, so he's safe, right? He's fine. Oh, well, look, the smoke expired.
Did you forget about the crappy concealment for the cadets?
Well, no, I didn't. I just, you know. But the Columbo smoked. Anyway. Lots of dead ships right here. With 16 seconds to go. Unless Pro Ace dies and gives us a time extension. He does. We now have 38 seconds. This is going to allow the team to get into the ACAP and at least stop the point gain for another slight time extension. But at this point, I just don't see another way back in. Look at the 4 ships all sinking at ACAP. Iron Bottom Sound.
That'd be a really nice picture.
Stop! I've been fighting the urge.
I'm just saying.
I've been fighting the urge so that we can take a look at what's going on with the rest of the battle here.
Not much.
No, but you know, we got 9 seconds.
But look, Cerberus is still alive.
Yeah, I know, right? He's fine. He's not quite dead.
Well,
Okay, there we go.
That's what the howl dogs there, hellhounds or whatever they are.
Aw. Alright, well, we got our death pick, and Team Alpha, TASHII, wins game 1. Looked like a very strong game at the start for DSNF, and unfortunately, it just kind of fizzled out for him.
You know what? There is no more Team Alpha. Team Alpha is dead. It's gone. It's Team Bravo A and Bravo B.
Okay. All right. And why? How does this all work together?
Because then Team Bravo always wins, and that makes me a winner all the time.
I see. I see.
Right? I'm forced to root for Team Bravo. Like, what did we have? One tournament, one day? Where was Team Bravo? Were the predominant winners? And that was the COTS, too.
Right. Okay. Aha. Here we go. I had popped out my chat window and for my vertical, because vertical isn't connected yet, and I've been missing some chatters, so I apologize for that. Let me run a commercial break over on Twitch and then kind of get into that a little bit here. So why Annapolis as far as being banned? Because Annapolis is a redonkulous ship. Lawn mowing stream. Oof. I don't know about that. Ah, you're in Japan. Nice. I love Japan. I'd love to go back. I've been there, what, 5 times now? 4 times? Love to go back.
I'm sorry.
What? Have you been to Japan?
No. I
You
went
don't
to
like
Europe. I went to Europe once. I couldn't wait to come back.
Europe's
That was
alright.
during my drinking years too. Wasn't all it was cracked up to be. It's kind of over there going, man, now I understand why my ancestors left.
Right. And then Hugh says, come to Canada, bright and sunny and cold. Eesh. No thanks. I've got enough cold here in Chicago.
I went to Canada once and there's too many nice people.
Too many nice people for you?
Wait, which literally makes 0 sense. The nice people literally made the Geneva Convention in a war they won. Like that still blows my mind. Right?
You know, why not?
Like, how big of a jerk you have to be to where you win and they go, listen, you won too dirty.
There's a right way to win and a wrong way to win, right?
No, there's only one way to win. Win.
Win.
Like, when we're talking on that level, not like some stupid video game where you want to win honorably. When we're talking something else, no, the goal is to win. That's it, right? Because there is no second chance. So you do whatever you need to win. And we are obviously talking about the Great Syrup Wars.
Yep. Just as a reminder to those of you tuning in on Twitch, or sorry, on YouTube, we do have giveaways going. Unfortunately, for right now, they are only on Twitch, and that's just because there's no easy way to do giveaways on YouTube. So, if you are tuned in on YouTube and you want to make sure that you get in on prizes, you will want to get to my Twitch stream at some point, and you're going to want to follow the stream and then just be active in chat. Now, active in chat means literally typing anything in chat. You could put a letter in, you could put an emote in, whatever you want is good. You know, the whole idea being like you have to be active every 15 minutes, okay? You could also just wait until you see a message saying that we're doing a giveaway, or you see it in chat, whatever, and then you have 5 minutes to enter. Speaking of Puddin', it looks like teams are ready for Game 2 already. This is fast for us, huh?
What is this? The finals?
Right? All right, we're going TASHII 2 on the left again. Of course, it would help if...
I literally all tabbed out.
As in, like, you missed the game, or are you in the game?
No, I'm in the game, but like I went to go enter the battle and I tabbed out instead.
Ah. Whoops. All right. Doing a... let's see. I'm trying to get a commercial break. Okay, good. I got a commercial break running now. So that you guys don't have to worry about missing anything from the beginning of the game. So this is TASHII 2 and DSNF Game 2. This is a best of 3, the third place matchup, and we're on Sleeping Giants. So TASHII 2 bringing a full torpedo with Yamamoto, Spect, Shimakaze. We've got a Gdansk that does not have Jersey Mike. I mean, you might as well, but that's a tech tree ship, so I get why you might have difficulty putting that on there. A Gearing with Halsey. Interesting. Kotz build. I wonder if they have Ovechkin on these press accounts. Let's see. Torp build Brisbane. We were talking about that before.
Kotz build?
Yeah, Kotz build Gearing. Yeah.
Oh,
Unique upgrade, smoke, you know.
I thought you meant the original Kotz build.
Which would be...
The BFK build?
Oh, no. That's Kotz Ready.
Oh,
that's Kotz
okay.
Ready. Okay, so we got a unique upgrade, Petropavlovsk. Behind him is a main with Halsey. I'm pretty sure we saw that same setup last time. Pro Ace is back in his unique upgrade, Des Moines. There's a Marsilli. Once again, it's so triggering to see a buffed skill and not utilizing it. Oh well. We got a Colombo with unique upgrade, and there's I think that covers everybody. What have we got to the south, Puddin'?
To the south, we love BFK still, even though, you know, we made that little remark. We have a Shimakaze, a Pasta Superboat, the unique upgrade Moskva, and a Bungo. Going to Apples. For whatever reason, are kind of going slow. We have a unique upgrade Colombo. Like, at this point, it's just a freaking Colombo.
Mm-hmm.
A Siva, a Smalland, and now I hope everybody's standing for this, because you're just going to be floored to the ground. We have a Gearing literally 2 inches away from a Brisbane.
Well, you know I'm standing right now. Yeah, but this Brisbane is gun spec versus torpedo spec.
That makes no sense.
And Stormgren in the Smalley, now I just noticed he does not have Jersey Mike. And that's interesting because Jersey Mike, of course, has that buffed adrenaline rush. And it's a premium ship, so I don't get why they wouldn't have him ready for Smallland. Well, thank you.
Now you can sit from the shock of a Gearing Brisbane.
Okay, cool. I am so shocked I have to sit down for this now.
The next person that makes him stand, I'm timing on a Duckman.
Oh no! Poor Duckman.
We'll just see how many fans Duckman has.
Anyways, looks like both teams are ignoring B, although TASHII was able to get a quick grab of B. So there you go.
I'm gonna say, how does it being capped for the green team being ignored by both teams?
Well, I'm saying, like, they got the cap and then they're just leaving it. Although they do have a Petro in position to kind of guard it, I suppose. We typically see that on this map. Stormgren was on radar for a little bit, took some damage, but now he needs to, like, not die to torpedoes here. Now he dodges this one.
And
Speaking of torpedoes, no, he doesn't. That was somebody else. That was the Svea, who died to Gdansk torpedoes.
We're still blaming you for that.
And other stuff.
Don't die to torpedoes.
Mm-hmm. Fair enough. Well, fair enough.
I'm confused by this Brisbane's radar.
Which one? The one to the south? Yeah.
Yeah, of chocolate. That one's confusing me.
Well, so a lot of times when a smoke destroyer does the smoke thing, they come out and they go to spot. A lot of times when they go to spot, they actually wander closer. Like, look at what First Equinox is doing. He's wandering closer than the smoke. So if you've got something in here, and let's say this is 12 kilometer, you can catch it.
Well, so that's why torpedoes sinking to the bottom of the ocean.
Yeah, they ran out. That's okay. Oh my God, chat! You guys are hilarious catching up to the say anything. You guys are funny. Anyway, you know, we've seen the Piemonte now quite a bit this tournament. I just don't think it's worth like the super ship slots, right? I mean, I don't know. I think I'd rather have a main on my team. We're seeing how the main was able to smack so much stuff. Are you gonna turn into that torque? No. Ooh, Stormgren's in trouble again.
What do you mean
he's
again?
Yeah, well, last time he was the one that was YOLOing against like 4 ships, and now he's getting Robocopped.
Well, I mean, the only difference here is...
Look, his own teammates are torping him.
He YOLO'd the other way?
Yeah, he YOLO'd the other way. Well, 2 quick kills for TASHII really puts them in the driver's seat here, because they've got the B cap. They've been taking that for quite some time. They are now stepping on A again.
Right. You mean the boring side?
The boring side, yeah. All the action's been at C cap so far.
Well, I wonder if the Gdansk is setting up to get on the chocolate, Mr. Ross Rotor?
Rosa Rotor, yeah.
I just want to say...
what?
Oh, what the hell is that plumbing company? Roto-Rooter or something?
Roto-Rooter?
Yeah, that's...
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
look,
radar.
Dead. He's dead.
There's no way he can survive this. It's impossible.
Nope.
There's
now let's watch.
This
is a gun build Brisbane. Let's see what the gun build Brisbane is able to do to the Gdansk here. So far, nothing. So far, more nothing.
Not true. Not true.
Okay.
He's killing all the dolphins all around the Gdansk.
That's true. He's fishing for him. So, you see what I'm talking about with the gun build Brisbane versus a torpedo build Brisbane. At least with the torpedo build, you've got a better chance of like doing catastrophic damage at one hit versus gun, where it's like it looks fun, it makes you feel good, but you're not doing anything either.
The only way gun build Brisbane works is if you have an idiot battleship parked in the middle of a cap.
Yeah. And you just happen to have one of those dockyard missions to get base decaps.
Right.
Then you're smiling.
Then here's the funny thing. If the battleship is parked in the middle of the cap, the game is probably swung in a direction that it's already over for somebody.
Yeah, you're not going to have an impact on the game. It's already decided. Well,
TASHII too has been like, well, you guys want caps? We'll show you how to get all the caps.
Yep. Meanwhile, Howden Lee Uwu is trying desperately to use French radar, but he's in a not French ship, so it's not going to work. He's shooting randomly in the cap, trying to see if he can get a hit and get a reset. Might as well. He's got nothing else to shoot at anyway.
Well, I mean, luckily the Gdansk was kind enough to smoke up to give him a better idea.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God, he takes damage while he's in smoke, but when he's in the wide open, he takes no damage. Like, I think the smoke is killing him.
Smoking kills. But did you note?
Still around?
Did you? Oof, Classical taking 2 torpedoes as well. But did you see that was a Brisbane torpedo that did all that damage to the Gdansk?
What did the Brisbane go for guns? I can see him taking reload over range if you're just like, you know, played enough, which means you're bad with floaty shells.
I mean, I'm bad with floaty shells too. Those shells on the Brisbane are extremely floaty at long range, even without the range module.
Like, they're floaty at 10 kilometers, and 10 kilometers is not long.
Mm-hmm. I hate to say it, but I'd rather have a Minotaur at 10 kilometer.
Rather have an Annapolis, but, you know, some jerks said no to that.
Yeah, they banned it. Marsilli in trouble. There's a big hit there. Wow.
Wait, is something happening on the boring side? I mean, apples?
Yes, something's happening on the boring side. We're seeing the Marsilli go down, and Piemonte is still alive, although his heal just expired, and he's on a sticky fire, and he's dead now. Oh, look, it's the main.
At least the fire's out.
Mm-hmm. That's right, zigging when you should have zagged. Hate when that happens. Made the wrong turn at Albuquerque.
Well, this is going to allow...
45 seconds. Doesn't matter. 45 seconds until TASHII wins this game.
But at least we can say we got a cap.
Yeah, I guess, because Classical managed to heal through this.
Great, we got reset on A. You know, like you say, it is interesting that TASHII went and got bacon right away.
Mm-hmm.
And literally it's been theirs the entire game.
Yeah, there was no response from DSNF.
Like that's like you... Team Alpha wins. You can't just give somebody a free cap with nothing and just let them just take points for free.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And what that does is it shortens the game, because you're getting closer to the end of the time there. So, well, GG for TASHII.
That game won.
That's it. I mean, it's a best of 3, and that's 2-0. So we should be bringing you guys the finals.